Timey-wimey Christmas is back, and I'm here to say it's with Doctor Who coming back to Christmas after so long, man. I feel like Doctor Who Christmas has not been the same since Doctor Who left it, man. It's been maybe 4 or 5 years since we've last had a proper Doctor Who Christmas episode. Not since the days of Peter Capaldi. Shout out to the 13th Doctor, Jodie, who wanted to bring in it with the New Year's resolution. Unfortunately, they came with Daleks. But I'm here to talk about the newest Doctor Who episode coming on Christmas Day. The newest Doctor, the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa. You may know him from Sex Education and various other projects, but he is the Doctor. Not only is he the Doctor, but we got a black Doctor. Not that I don't think we would ever see it, but didn't think we was going to see it. I feel like I'm in the disbelief of that. But I can't go forward without talking about the elephant in the room, which is, if you've gotten to this point, you watch this, did you know about the previous bi-generation that just happened? It's a very, very dividing fact. Going into this, I still don't know how to feel about it, but I just wanted to watch Doctor Who, see how I felt. I feel like this brought me I came in on Doctor Who in the Christopher Eccleston era, like as soon as when David Tennant. So I feel like, not to say not as a Doctor Who fan, but people are still divided over the Timeless Child thing. Still, unfortunately, we can't run from it. It's here. They're gonna talk about it every episode. They talk about it in this episode. But like I said, I was willing to give this a try. And it's Christmas, so. But we're back with the Church on Ruby Road. Like I said, this is starring Ncuti Gatwa, who is a doctor, who I think does an incredible job in this episode. I honestly don't think there was a part of the episode where I didn't feel like he was the doctor, our doctor. I'm still not sure how they're going about this. I see a lot of the promotion and whatever is New Who. This is New Who. Our Who was New Who, but this is New Who. This is New. So everything that happened, whatever, it's almost like they're that was that, and this is this. That's kind of the vibe we're giving me. I'm loving Ruby Sunday. I'm loving Millie Gibson as Ruby Sunday. I feel like that Ncuti Gatwa and Millie, I feel like they got that pair perfect. Usually you can usually get an episode or episode 2 or 3 before you really feel like the companion, or whatever they're calling it now, is the companion. But I feel like she fit right along. This is going to be great. You've probably seen trailers. You probably kind of seen those. Not a spoiler, but you've seen, like I said, seen the trailers. So we see goblins. I didn't know how far it was going to go, and I'm glad I stayed for the ride, because this show is absolutely ridiculous. This feels like just a weird Doctor Who episode. I feel like we just got it with Blue While Yonder, but this is the Doctor Who could go anywhere, basically. There's nothing that you can't make sense for Doctor Who and goblins. I didn't think I'd be seeing goblins, but this was the ride we're on, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, coming into this episode, I'm already okay, how are we going to go about this? Because we see, when they do the bi-regeneration with Tennant, Ncuti goes on with his TARDIS. We're left to no longer think that David Tennant is there. I don't know how we're going to address that going forward, but whatever. Just want to watch the show. I'm mad, but I'm mad in a different way, that I actually realize I can't do anything. But I'm, I can stop watching it, but I'm not. So, but anyway, we come back in, as much as the little key as I could talk about, because I can't, no spoilers. Come back in. We're still using the theme. I appreciate that. So I'm loving I love the theme. I like the theme. I like the opening. I'm glad that we're able to bring that into this. Some level of the 14th into the 15th. But yeah, we get the same thing, but with a little bit of tweak. Of course, Shuti's Doctor also has a new Doctor theme, which I think works really well. I think it's fun. I feel like the Doctor's theme has always been like run fast or think fast or what when they play it or something crazy is about to happen. But yeah, it picks right back up directly after that whole incident. Now I can't tell because of things said in the episode if Shuti's had some time in between adjusting to this Ruby Sunday problem, or not. I mean, I feel like Doctor Who would purposely leave the spaces in time kind of vague. Right, the Doctor could have done this. XYZ is a time traveler, so yada yada yada. But like I said, picks right back up, so they don't really go into much. I feel like we don't do the or at least not with this one. Because the generation was different or how they did it. This is the first time like with a Doctor's generated where we don't see him like down. I feel like from Tenet on down, everybody was like some weird whatever. They just had to like restart themselves. Whereas though, however they do this, the bi-generation split there's none of that. So we don't really address any of that. I feel like it's a lot of emotion in this episode too. It was definitely a few moments of it that kind of hit, on the emotional feels. They definitely do some acting. I'll say that. As crazy as this show is, I feel like it always finds a way to bring some form of like humanity or like some like that emotion where you really, even when the characters are here for 10 minutes, 15, you still kind of click with it. You still feel something. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. We get introduced to some new tech that the Doctor has. So I feel like I'm down for that. I'm here to play with the toys. Like, and that's one of the things Doctor Who I want to see more of the toys. And I feel like this is going to be the season where we get a more playful Doctor. He's willing to try new tech and try new ways of thinking when it comes to science. Now that we explain so many different things. If you're watching the previous specials, then there's a certain word that is now stuck with the show that is carrying on with this. But you'll hear it if you know what I'm talking about. But that's going to be the thing going forward. There, that one time thing that they broke, and that is a permanent thing that nobody can unfix. When we get introduced to the goblins, we get a little bit of I feel like this is where the Disney Plus money comes in. We get a little bit of some music. Again, this is so they show this, so it's not a spoiler. So stick around for the whole goblin performance. It's completely ridiculous. And shout out to the people doing the special effects for this, because the goblins look great. I thought they looked really good. It looked like they were. I'm not sure if they were like real goblins and then CGI goblins. I don't know. It all looked pretty good. This is not necessarily like one of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who where you get a lot of the sciencey, spacey stuff that I like. I like the off-planet stuff more for me. But this is a low key, not too much going on, big problem. Let's fix it, even though it was still kind of confusing at the end there to me. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. But it felt like it was a lot going on, and it wasn't a lot going on. But like I said, we see this new Doctor adapting, figuring stuff out. We're still bringing up certain things that people don't want to talk about, and I feel like that's what they're hammering down, the things that people don't want to talk about. Yeah. Oh, and we introduced the new sonic screwdriver again, which they already showed because they don't like to save nothing for Doctor Who these days. I feel like everything is announced. You never just find out on the spot who's going to be the new Doctor anymore. What the new TARDIS looks like, the Sonic, but we get the new Sonic here. It gets used quite a bit times, but I need to see a little bit more of it. I'm not feeling it. Looks like I don't know. It looks like a remote from Click versus and the things from Totally Spies, the little wallet things that they had, purses. I don't know. It kind of came up weird to me. But what did I say? Doctor Who, like I said, I mean, if you've been watching it, you're probably going to keep watching it. The Church on Ruby Road is a really good Christmas episode. If it what's funny is like it's a Christmas episode, but it doesn't feel super Christmassy. Maybe because like the snow and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just so used to the Christmas episode having snow, but it doesn't feel heavy Christmassy, even though it's a Christmas episode. But it's either here or there. The Church on Ruby Road, like I said, it hits a lot of different feels, man. So I don't know if you're watching this and you're like, man, you know what, I teared up a little bit. A scene got me, a couple scenes actually. So, but we don't, like I said, we don't get a lot of. We get some new tech use. We do some TARDIS travel. My only thing that I'll say is that I wish I would have got more of the TARDIS in this episode, and you'll see what I'm saying after you watch this. Well, not this, but the show. After you'll see more of what I'm saying. Like, I wish we got more to TARDIS. Other than that, I feel like it was a good episode. I had fun. I can't wait for the new season to start. You know, Disney Plus being the new home for everything Who going forward, at least for us. I know it's like on BBC iPlayer and everything like over there. How we did before? Yeah, I don't feel like we were getting any of the. I'm saying, think about it. Just like very few places that had new Who. Like we had to wait like a year before we got anything that was over there. I think you could only watch it on through BBC, or like I think AMC Plus had it or something like that at one point. But now Disney Plus is the new home of Doctor Who. I'll be watching it. Season's not coming back until the spring, which that's already been announced. So gotta wait for some new Who. Other than that, like I said, I think you'll enjoy this episode. It was great. I like Ncuti Gatwa. This is a good test pilot, you know, to see what he's going to do. And I hope we do more off-world stuff. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for more off-world. But on that note, we're talking Doctor Who long enough. Make sure you watch the Church on Ruby Road on December 25th. Let me know what you thought about Ncuti in his first episode. Are you done with Doctor Who? I know we got burnt in that last thing. I don't know. I feel like, you know, I just want to see what they do going forward. Give them a chance. I said 3 episodes, but like I said, give them a chance here. But let me know what you thought about the episode. Leave me a comment, or just let me know what you thought about the review. If this kind of got your hopes up, but let me know what you thought in general in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time for more Doctor Who and another review. See you next time.